What I want to demonstrate today is just a little proof of concept that I created using Cloud Code to create this to-do list application. Now, this to-do list application is unlike anything you've probably ever seen before. It's completely powered by AI. So it has an agentic backend, a natural language interface, and then uses generative UI to create all of the visualizations that you're going to see. Because this is a to-do list application, the very first thing I'm just going to ask it to do is show my tasks. So I've created a few different tasks prior to this, and this agentic backend is taking my request. It's going to retrieve the data that it needs out of memory. It's then going to pass that data to an LLM, and that LLM is going to generate all of the user interface elements that you see. So it's going to write all of the HTML, the CSS, the JavaScript, etc., needed to display what the user has asked for. Here it is. Okay, now we have our task list. We can see our pending tasks. We have a couple completed tasks here at the bottom. The next thing I wanted to show is how it can use user preferences. It currently has a theme, light and bright. I'm going to change that theme to rainbows and unicorns. This is a little bit risky, and we'll see what it comes up with. So this user preferences document is passed along with the data to the LLM. And so then the LLM is able to incorporate these user preferences in how it generates the user interface. So it's going to come up with its own colors. It's going to come up with its own gradients and whatnot. We'll see what it presents in just a moment. But all of this, there's no HTML templates or CSS behind the scenes that is dictating what is displayed on the screen. It is highly dynamic and just guided by what's been put in as part of the prompt and the user preferences as they've been set. All right. All right, so here's our task list now with our rainbows and unicorns theme applied. This next demonstration illustrates kind of the diversity of what you can do with this type of background, right, or this agentic background. I'm going to ask it to write a poem based on my tasks. So it's going to query the data, then it's going to pass that data to the LM. It's going to generate a poem, and then it's also going to then generate the visuals to display that poem. This is the type of thing that you would never see in a to-do list application, but is something that's completely doable with this type of agentic backend. And here it looks like we have a poem based on all of my tasks. The next thing I want to show is kind of the ability to filter, sort, prioritize, categorize tasks in a dynamic manner. I'm going to ask it to look at my tasks, categorize them by indoor tasks and outdoor tasks, and create a pie chart based on that. Yeah, so really there's no behind the scenes. I haven't had to like program in, right, how to create charts and what they should look like. There's no design system here. So it's a bit quirky, uh, but the system works, and it's so different than how traditional software has been created for the last 30 years. I think it's really interesting. It's super slow. It's expensive to render each of these tasks. So it's not like super practical at the very moment, but I think this is the way that software is going to go in the future. All right, and then finally, here we have our pie chart. It looks like it's categorized everything by indoor and outdoor tasks. And it's showing my list of tasks here as well. So lots of exploration to continue to do, but it's been really fun to play with and develop. So hopefully I'll share some additional videos in the future. Thanks.